Greetings, everybody. Just want to give you an update on the tree line issue. We were served with papers from the city with complaints about our tree line on the Bull Street property. This is the heavily wooded area. We have cut a path into the woods going up the tree line adjacent to the neighborhood that's behind our property. It's a pretty steep climb up the hill. We've had to put in a permanent ladder so we can permanently access the hill to spray and treat for wisteria and kudzu and other predatory vines. We will be able to access this hill, the hilltop, from this ladder to spray once every 3 months to keep the foliage off the property owner's fence line behind us. I am now at the top of the hill. This is kind of an example of what we've been dealing with. It's been a lot worse than what you see right here. We're looking down the hill, and this is what the fence line looks like now. We've cleared out approximately 120 of the 130 yards along this fence line that you see right here. We've had to cut back heavy growth. You can kind of see some of it right here. A lot of kudzu, a lot of vines that are pretty nasty. And we've cleared at least 3 feet back from the fence line. Chainsaws and lawnmowers and hatchets and snake boots. So we're going to walk the length of the fence line just to show you everything that's been done. I'm now at the ladder insertion point. You can see how steep that is up the hill. As we walk along here, you can actually see we've had to remove 12 large trees because the vines, as you can see right here, that's a kudzu vine, was so thick. There was nothing we can do to get them off the fence line right here, but to cut the trees down, which pulled a lot of the vines directly off of the fence line itself. The property owners still have to clear their side of the fence line, which we were told we did not have to do. We just had to treat our side. Here is the property of the main complainant. As you can see on his side, he still has to clear off his vines, but we have cleared off everything more than 3 feet back from behind his property. And again, all the clear space along here, was heavily vined. We've cleared away, and we have treated with ground clear. So nothing should grow back in this area. We still have to pull down this set of trees right here. We'll come back and do this last. This is our little staging area where you can see we've been drinking plenty of water and kind of resting in the shade from time to time as we've worked on this project. Again, some larger trees that we had to remove along the fence line. They were overgrown with vines. We're not quite finished, so we still have some equipment up here. We got our money's worth out of our old $120 lawnmower. She did a very good job. You can see we're quite high up. We've gone through quite a number of chainsaw blades. And 2 ropes. The landing gets a little tricky right in here because it gets shorter and shorter. We still have to rake off this part and do a little bit more clearing and spraying. But it does meet the requirements of 3 feet off the fence line. As we go further on down, the hill is not quite as steep because the property is sloping. Again, we have to do some small brush clearing, but the major vines and everything are gone. And we're coming down to an entry point where we were required, because it's so close to the road you see, we were required to pretty much clear the whole area of any growth that was less than 2 inches in diameter. We've cleared out a ton of trees. This was heavily shrubbed, and we've already cut most of that down. As you can see along here, a lot of this is already cleared out. Our neighbors haven't been quite so kind. They've dumped a lot of trash over the hillside over the years, and we're still having to deal with a lot of that.